Hello and welcome to my course. What you're going to be learning in this course are all the different types of software testing and all the tools that you need in order to learn each type. For example, there is performance testing, there is automation testing, there's accessibility testing, um, white box, black box, gray box testing, and there's a lot of tools and software that you need to learn in order to do each one. So, what you're going to learn here is what path to follow in order to achieve that specific type of testing. I don't want you to waste time learning a whole bunch of things that you don't need to learn. So once you know that, let's say, for example, you want to do automation testing, then your path to that, to get that, you got to learn Selenium, Cypress, Postman, TestRail, all those types of automation testing tools that are very different than if you want to do performance testing where you have to learn JUnit and LoadRunner and things like that. So we're going to go over all the different types. Then we're going to go over what you need to learn for that type. Then I'm going to teach you the most common things that every tester should know, regardless of your specialty or what you pick, because every tester has to know how to write test cases, how to write defects, things like that. We're going to go over all the terminology. There's a lot of acronyms in the software testing world. Um, and then I'm going to tell you where to get certified because there are certifications for each type of testing. There's a certification for accessibility testing, there's certifications for automation testers, for performance testers, for security testers. So once you know which type you're interested in, then you can follow the path towards that certification. And then at the end of the course, I'm going to tell you how to find a job that's specific to that and how to fix your resume, of course. Because if you go on, let's say, LinkedIn Jobs or Monster or whatever, wherever you look for work, and you type software tester, it's a miss or hit. If you start reading the requirements, there's going to be all these tools that they ask you to know, and you're going to be like, I'm not familiar with any of that. And you're just going to waste a lot of time. Versus if you know what type of testing you want to do, and then you just search for that specifically. Like if you search for performance tester job, then you're going to narrow your search and you're going to be more qualified for that job specifically. So, here's an example of what I'm talking about. Here, this is an example for the path to performance testing. I'm basically going to tell you what you need to learn in order to get there and what encompasses performance testing because you got load testing, stress testing, soak testing, spike testing. Those are all part of performance. So if I teach you the path to a functional tester, that involves end-to-end testing, smoke testing, sanity testing, um, exploratory testing, things like that. So by the end of this course, you're going to be familiar with all the different types of software testing. You're going to know all the difference. And then you're going to know the path to your type of software testing. So that basically you have like a to-do list and a checkbox, and you can start checking off what you need to learn. And then that's the next course you take after this one. If you want to be an automation tester, then after my course, you go and take a Selenium course or Cypress or TestRail, whatever type of automation tool you want to learn first. I want to save you time and I don't want you to go down the rabbit hole of learning things that you're not going to use, which is what happened to me. So, hopefully, by the end of this course, you feel like an expert on at least all the types of different software testing there are, and you know what you want to learn, and it'll make your next steps much, much easier. So let's get to it.